This is John. John here is taking Christina to McDonald's for their first day. Well, clearly, he's not off to a great start, but I'm sure that with John's personality, he will make it work. Uh-oh, it seems that John has run into some trouble. What is this? A flat tire? Looking at John's shocked expression, Christina suggests they call a mechanic. John, wanting to impress Christina on their first date, says, "No, wait! I got this." John, never having changed a tire, thinks to himself, "How hard can this be?" With no time to waste, he opens the trunk and begins to examine various tools that he has never seen before.
12 seconds later.
I'm not even active now.
15 minutes later.
Yeah. Okay.
Poor John, 27 years old, about to lose the one girl that agreed to go on a date with him. Well, don't you worry, John, because we've got you covered. In this video, we're going to teach you how to change a tire in 18 simple steps. First, make sure you always have the following tools in your car in case of an emergency. These include a lug wrench, a spare tire, a jack, a vehicle owner's manual, and a tire pressure gauge. Some extra tools that are not mandatory but may come in handy include a raincoat, a flashlight, gloves, wheel wedges, and a tire pump. Now that we have our tools, let's get started. Right when you realize that you have a flat tire, turn on your hazard lights to inform other drivers that you will be slowing down and pulling over. When you are looking for a place to pull over, it is essential that you do not make any sharp turns. Scan your surroundings and slowly bring your vehicle to a stop when it is safe to do so. It is best to find a level ground to prevent your vehicle from rolling. Possible places include a road with a wide shoulder, a driveway, or a parking lot. As soon as you stop, pull up the parking brakes. This will ensure that your car does not roll as you are changing the tire. Because let's be real, you don't want to be this guy. Next, you will need to grab your wheel wedges. If you are changing a rear tire, apply the wheel wedges behind the front tires. If you are changing the front tires, then place the wheel wedges behind the rear tires. If you're like us and don't have any wheel wedges, you can easily use a brick, a large stone, or a block of wood. Placing something behind the tires will ensure that your vehicle does not roll. It is important that you examine your vehicle to see if you have a hubcap. In most vehicles, you can remove the hubcap by using the flat end of your lug wrench. However, some hubcaps require different tools for removal. If that is the case, consult your owner's manual for proper removal instructions. In our case, we do not have a hubcap, so we will move on to step 6. Before you begin this step, it is important to note that there are a total of 5 lug nuts, out of which 4 are general and 1 is specific for that car. The wrench for the lug nut that is unique to your car should be located inside your vehicle. This is to ensure that your tires do not get stolen. Use the lug wrench to slightly loosen the lug nuts. Remember, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Now this may be a little hard, so you may need to use your body weight or foot to apply some force. Remember, we do not want to fully loosen the lug nuts as this will be done once we are ready to remove the tire. Now, we are ready to place the jack under the vehicle. The jack should be placed along the frame of the vehicle near the flat tire. Most vehicles have a metal area that is specifically designed for placing the jack, so do a quick tap to see if your vehicle has this location. You can also find this location by taking a look at your owner's manual. Once you have positioned your jack, you may need to turn the handle clockwise or pump the handle up and down depending on the type of jack you have. Continue to raise your vehicle until the tire is approximately 4 inches above the ground. During this procedure, make sure that you do not place any part of your body under the vehicle. It is now time for you to fully remove the lug nuts. Since they should already be loosened, you may simply unscrew the lug nuts with your hand. If you are not quite able to do so, feel free to use the lug wrench. As you examine the wheel, you will notice deep grooves surrounding the tire. Those are called treads. As you remove the flat tire, gently grip the tire by the treads. You might need to use a little force to pull the tire towards you. If the tire is stuck, don't be afraid to nudge or kick to loosen the grip. Continue to do this until the tire is completely free from the hub behind it. Once you have freed the tire, place it on its flat surface so that the tire does not roll away. Because again, nobody wants to be this guy. Alright, now we can place the spare tire on the hub, making sure to line the lug bolts with the rim. Place the lug nuts on the lug bolts and tighten as much as possible with your hands in a zigzag pattern. Don't worry, we'll be tightening them with the wrench once the vehicle is ready to be lowered to the ground. Simply turn the jack handle counterclockwise to begin lowering the vehicle. The jack should be lowered enough so that your tire rests on the ground, but without having to support the full weight of the vehicle. From this point forward, you should use your wrench to tighten the lug nuts. Ensure that you are turning the wrench clockwise. When you feel that you can no longer turn the wrench, use your full body weight to push down on the lug wrench to make it as tight as possible. Lower your vehicle so that it is completely on the ground and remove the jack. Once again, use the wrench to ensure the lug nuts are as tight as possible. At this point, you may place all your equipment and flat tire in the trunk of your vehicle. Make sure you check the pressure in the spare tire to ensure that it is safe to drive on. This can be done by using a tire pressure gauge. Depending on the type of spare tire, it should have a pressure around 60 psi or 420 kPa. If the pressure is low and you do not have a pump, slowly drive to your nearest gas station. It is important to note that spare tires are not meant to be driven on for long distances or high speed. Therefore, make sure that you drive slowly and cautiously until you visit the nearest mechanic or technician. Wasn't that easy, John? Now go on and finish your date. Warning! Even after this video, if you take your date out to McDonald's, you are not guaranteed to get a girlfriend, marry your girlfriend, have kids with your girlfriend, or live happily ever after with your girlfriend.